Welcome to RPG Roulette, the RPG show where everyone's a game master and the story's always doing different things. This time, our lovely dungeon master slash game master is going to be Hunter Wood.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Anyways, let's get to it. Hold on, can we get just like a quick recap? Just like a quick recap for me. I did listen to it very recently, but just like a quick recap. I'm gonna give us just like a quick recap. We all woke up in this maze, and we were like, oh, we're in a maze. We had these ribbons that were like, this means something. There were some gargoyles, they had red eyes. We stumbled around into a portal, there was a wolf. There's a chipmunk named Puck. Pot.
That's Puck to you.
Yeah, I understand.
And to everyone, because that's his name.
Then we killed some dudes who seemed pretty chill at first, but this big ominous voice said, hey, kill each other. And then some guards came, and I prolonged dodging a lot of darts for just an awkward amount of time.
So many. That was ridiculous.
I was sitting there like, what is he trying to do?
Yeah.
You're obviously overpowered.
Real lucky.
And then we woke up in a white room, and I was like, hey, blast this door open. And you said, nah, I'm just gonna look at it. And there was a key, and then there was a room with chests. There was a massage chair that sent magic up our butts.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I got a really good vision from that.
Yeah, there was these colorful balls that we got, and they and then there was those gargoyle dudes with the masks, and I said, hey, I poisoned you, tell me everything. And then I killed him, and he said something about some Neeekromancer.
Who is not Terry.
Who's not Terry. And if it ends up being Terry, I'm gonna be PO'd.
Me too.
And then,
we fought a huge meat monster.
Yeah, there was a big meat monster that we didn't actually fight because Tom was like, I like meat too, and also I'm a country bumpkin. And then we wandered around. There was a hand puppet made of bones. And then I said, let's ignore this plot point door. And we left through the other plot point door and went outside with the meat monster. And there was a tower doing something. And that's the story so far, folks.
So the sky above you, it's kind of like all dark and cloudy, and you see a tower off in the distance, and you notice that the creatures that were kind of like circling the tower are starting to kind of like get closer. And at first, they were so far off, they kind of just looked like little specks, and you couldn't really get a clear view of them. But now, like as they get closer, you start to notice that there's some very large bats. And they're now circling overhead of you.
Yikes!
They're not like attacking you, but they're definitely like circling over you.
Okay, so where they're over us, they're not circling around this new ominous tower. They're circling over us, kind of like vultures.
So they were like circling around this tower, and then when you came out of the building you were in, like they didn't seem to notice you at first, but once they did, they immediately came and started circling you.
Uh-oh.
Do we seem threatened by these things?
They don't seem like they're just like about to attack you, but they're definitely like kind of menacing. Tom points up in the air and he says, those ain't birds, my dudes, my guys, my boys.
So Kernix is gonna be like, all right, I as a child was very active in the animal training in my clan, and I'm going to try to contact these bats, and then so Koenig starts like making weird noise like. And I'm trying to like get their attention, see if I can communicate with the bats by grunting at them.
Isn't
Are
that
you
Tom's
just
thing?
like? Are you just like trying to get their attention, or are you trying to communicate with them?
Like I'm trying to get their attention. I'm like looking at the sky, like waving my arms and grunting at them, trying to like seeing if they will like look at me.
Okay, so like they're all focused on you. Like they are circling you, and like you guys are like already the center of their attention.
All right, so, okay, question. Where are we? We're outside of this facility, yeah, but what does the landscape look like? Like, do we... our memory's fuzzy, so we might not, but do we, like, recognize this area at all?
So you've come out into kind of like, think of it as like a large rocky courtyard, and probably about the length of, say, like 2 football fields away, there's a tower, and then like the courtyard's like in rings. Like you can see like a wall where like the courtyard ends, like further past the tower. So like you've exited the facility into a courtyard, and the only other thing in the courtyard is like you and the tower.
Okay, so it's not like we've just opened up into a vast landscape. It's like we're still a part of some facility, just like the outdoor part.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. Cedric's just gonna kind of like shrug at the bats and say, you want to just go to that tower over there?
Yeah, I mean, if they kill us, they'll kill us.
Come, friends, let's go and see what this tower's all about.
I'm gonna climb right up that tower, my mans.
Alrighty.
Let's move on up.
All right, so you guys start walking towards the tower.
We do.
Yes.
As soon as you start to move, the bats swoop down and they're gonna attack. So let's roll some initiative, boys.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Zook rolled a 1.
I got a nat 20?
It's gonna be a nice hefty 6.
Sorry, excuse me while I die.
And Cedric dies.
Well, it's been fun being on this podcast with you, everybody. I'm just gonna sit back and listen now.
All right, Cedric, you're gonna be first in the order with that nice nat 20.
Hey, question for those of us with spells.
That's not me.
Should I don't know what I've used, so should we just assume that I'm back to full spells?
Yeah.
All right, so Cedric's gonna shoot his short bow at a bat. I'm gonna roll. It's a 17.
That'll
plus
hit.
7.
That would hit without the plus 7, but you hit real good now.
Alrighty, 1d6 plus 4. That is going to be a 5 plus 4. That's a 9 damage.
You hit one of the bats, and you don't kill it, but the arrow kind of like rips through its wing, and it falls out of the sky, and its impact on the ground kills it. It hits, and that finishes it off.
Choice.
And how many of these bats are there?
There are 5 other ones. So there were 6, now there's 5.
Okay.
And
Alright.
it's the big Mauler boy's turn now. Because he rolled real good. So he's gonna attack, and he lashes out at one of the bats, and he misses it completely because he did not roll real good the second time.
So, are we just going to refer to this guy as Mauler? Or should he have a name?
I mean, the scientist who created him didn't bother to name him. Like,
Yes,
maybe at
but what
some
about
point,
the-
like, you guys will. But, like,
Yeah, what
you would
about the
have to
kind
do it in
adventures-
character.
Yeah, that's not something that we do during combat.
Okay,
I mean, if we just call him a name, he's not going to know that we're talking to him.
I know. I was just trying to set it up a
Also,
little bit.
I'm pretty sure that Tom is the only one that can understand and can talk to the creature.
I know, but I can call it whatever I want. I could call him Susan if I want to.
I guess you're right. I mean, I was just having memories of last time, and I was like, wasn't Tom the only one that could actually talk to it?
All right, so it's going to be the bats' turns.
Nice.
I'm going to say that 2 of them are going to attack Carnix.
Bring it, bats!
The first one misses badly. The second one, golly, he misses even worse. He actually crashes into the first one, and they both damage each other a little bit because it was a real hard collision. I rolled a 2 and a nat 1.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
All right, so then one of them's going to attack the Mauler, and he does, but he doesn't seem to really damage the Mauler enough that it seems concerned about. And then the final 2 are going to attack Cedric. I'm assuming a 10 won't hit.
My armor class is 15.
The other one's a 16, so that'll hit. And he's gonna do 6 damage.
Oof.
Yeah, he got a good hit in there.
How did he hit me?
He kind of you went to try to block it with your hand, and he kind of slashed your arm.
Ah!
A little bit with his claws. And now it's good old Tom's turn to attack. He's gonna swing with his scimitar at the 2 that collided after they attacked Carnex and try and get one of them. And he slashes one of them, and he finishes it off. He gets Tom slashes the wing off the bat, and it falls to the ground dead. And now there are just 4 bats left. And they don't look very happy. They look like they were kind of hoping for an easy meal, and they've taken some damage here, so they're gonna try and make a run for it.
So what I'm gonna do is, as they're trying to go, I want to use my breath weapon. I want to fire a cone of fire at them as they try to fly away.
All right, roll for me.
It is a dex save. They need they need to make a dex save as I blast them with fire up into the sky.
All right, what
you
number
should know
do I
this.
have to beat?
You play a Dragonborn.
I mean, you're right. I just wasn't really thinking about it.
So they need to beat a DC of 15.
Alrighty. None of them save. You just destroyed all of them. They are just obliterated in flame, burned up to little bat crisp.
So Curtis, he breathes the fire, and as they fall down, he's like, "Now bask in the glory of Bahamut's flames."
That's a little dramatic.
Hey, thanks for taking care of those bats there, boys. I've only got so many spell slots, and I don't want to use them all up right at the get-go.
It's all right, little one. Let us big beefy boys take care of it for you.
I don't know if I would actually call you that, but okay.
Good fighting, everyone.
I am having fun. Anyways, now that we killed some bats, want to go into this tower, maybe?
I'm very interested to see what's in here. Come on, let's keep on moving forward.
Boy, oh boy, I hope there's a door.
At this point, the Mauler he starts to back away from the tower, and he seems like he's not very interested in going that direction. So
who does?
The Mauler.
Hey, Tom, you gonna get your friend to come with us? He's looking a little squeamish, a little nervous.
Yeah, I'll talk to him, see what's going on.
Just tell him if he wants to, he can wait out here and munch on the bats.
Hey, buddy,
I've got fireball cantrips, and I can cook him if he wants.
You wanna go in that tower with us? And the Mauler, he doesn't really respond. He just keeps kind of backing away, and he seems like he kind of makes a motion with his claws for you guys to follow him.
Okay. I'll follow Big Meaty Boy. Hey, should we give this guy a name?
I think we should. Hey,
maybe we should call him a conglomerate of all the names that his, skins were.
I feel like that'd be a little complicated.
What if we named it Bill?
Yeah, good enough for me.
I like Bill. I really like that name. That's a fine name.
I will only call him William.
Are you good with being called Bill? Tom asks the Mauler, and Tom gives the Mauler kind of like a thumbs up, thumbs down signal, and the Mauler doesn't really acknowledge either way. He just kind of keeps trekking along. Well,
I walk through the party and I go, well, I'm gonna follow Bill.
let's follow Bill.
Why are we following Bill? I mean, the big tower is over that way. It seems like that would be the thing to focus on.
I mean, do you want to go be killed by some evil necromancer, or follow Big Meaty Boy who could claw us out of here, maybe?
I mean, killed by a necromancer. You're assuming that it's stronger than I am.
Yes, I am. And I keep walking behind Bill.
Wait, I thought necromancers were supposed to bring people back to life, not kill them, am I?
Well,
Is
they
that
Only after they've killed them.
Oh, so like,
And usually it's to some nefarious purpose.
well, that doesn't make much sense. Why would he kill them if he's just gonna bring them back?
Well, because when you're brought back, a lot of times you're not really yourself. You're more of a puppet. A necromancer is just a very fancy puppeteer.
Oh, well, I don't like puppets, so.
And I don't like puppeteers. I guess we'll just follow Bill.
I'm down with the big monster.
Alright, so you all follow Bill?
Yes.
Heck yeah, we do.
Sounds good. So, Bill goes over to, like, kind of like the edge of the courtyard, and he takes you to, like, basically where there's, like, kind of like a corner where, like, two walls meet. And, without, like, any, like, more, like, pomp or circumstance, he just kind of starts, like, climbing up this big stone wall. Like, he's, like, digging his claws into it, and he's just climbing it. And,
does the wall look climbable for not Bill?
it's about probably, like, a 15-feet stone wall, so, like, you could attempt to, but, like, you'd have to have probably, like, a pretty high, like, athletics roll.
Could I attempt to throw somebody over?
If you would like to, I will allow it.
Well, Zook is the
gnome.
smallest.
So
Throw
it's like, come here, little one. And so he picks
I
Curtis
saw this coming from a mile away.
picks up Zoot and just hurls him up, trying to get him to the top of the wall.
Zook's gonna do a dexterity check to try to do a front flip and land on his feet on top of the wall.
All right.
So I just rolled a 21 strength.
You get him up there,
I rolled a 17.
and you just land.
I rolled a 10.
You stick it, and Zook is on top of the wall now.
I guess he'll do a perception check. Oof. That's gonna be a 6.
You are on top of the wall now.
I can't see anything with a 6.
There's one thing that is so blatantly obvious that you notice, that, like, when you were inside the wall, like, the sky was very, like, dark and gray, and, like, as soon as your feet touched the top of the wall, like, just, like, instantly, like, the sky became, like, sunny and, like, blue, and, like, everything just looks, like, happy in a normal sunny day.
Hey guys, it's like really nice over here. You should climb up.
Cedric, do you want a lift?
Oh, yes, please. Yes, please.
So I'm going to now attempt to throw Cedric on top of the wall. I rolled a nat 20.
You throw him up on the wall. And the
His
reward for
arms
that
feel
is,
real
like,
nice.
you don't have to do any dex check or anything. Like, I'll just say you land perfect and take no harm.
I feel real intimate embrace for the first time as Karnix lifts me up off the ground. I feel something stir deep down as I soar through the air, and I land in the sunny day up here with a new perspective on life.
Friends up above! How do I get up there?
I'm gonna climb. And Tom starts climbing the wall. And he falls and lands on his back on the side of the wall with Karnix. Ow.
Tom, you want to lift as well?
Yeah, sure.
So he's gonna, like, gently pick him up off of the ground and just yeet him up onto the top.
Yeet.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
And that what?
I got a crit fail. Nat 1.
You know,
Tom is a hefty boy.
you've been feeling pretty good. Like, you've just been tossing people up under this wall like they're bags of flour. So you put a little bit too much into this one. Like, you're really feeling it, and you just hurl Tom over the wall.
Ways.
And Tom just...
What happens when he goes over
He goes
the wall?
flying over the wall, and as he goes over, he kind of screams, "Oh, no!" And then he face plants on the other side, and he takes 10 damage.
Okay, so he doesn't fall forever. That's good to know.
Would you give me a perception check?
Okay.
Perception check.
It's a... What's perception? How do you play this game? It's a 13.
So, you're on, like, the top of the wall, and on the other side, it's just, like, this nice little sunny, like, nice-looking forest that, like, it just doesn't, like, fit with, like, what you're seeing on the other side of the wall. Like, you were in this kind of, like, dark, stormy area, and it was, like, your feet touched the wall, and just, like, bam, everything in front of you is just nice, green, lush-looking forest.
Zook is gonna... Can I do, like, an Arcana check to see if there's, like, a spell going on that, like, either makes the sky behind me dark or the sky in front of me blue?
Yeah, go for it.
That's an 18.
So, you can tell it's, like, the outside is definitely, like, real. It's, like, the, like, dark, really foreboding, really, like, evil is, like, you can tell it's coming from something magical, and it's something very strong. And also, it's emanating from that tower you saw.
Well, it can't be that strong if it breaks when it hits a wall. Zook says that out loud. You guys have no idea what he's talking about.
I look at him and I go, okay. So, Kurdix, you gonna come up here?
So a quick question. How high up is the wall approximately?
It's about 15 feet.
feet.
That's probably about
15
15
feet.
feet.
Okay, so I'm going to...
Yeah, I'd say it's about 15 feet.
I'd say it's
I'd say it's
between
about
20 and
15.
20.
I'm going to cast Misty Step, and I'm just going to teleport up on top of the wall.
Heck yeah.
Like, I'm just going to be like I'm going to disappear in a puff of smoke, and then jump back up right on top, like, right next to everybody. Like,
Can I make a
Hello.
dexterity check to see if he scares me so much I fall off the wall?
Go for it.
What's my dexterity? +4? Okay, that's a 16.
You do not fall off the wall. Congrats.
Thank you. It does startle me a little bit, though. I'm like, oh.
there. And I'm going to put my hand on Cedric's shoulder and be like, don't be afraid.
I think
It's just
I think maybe you like pee your pants a little, but you don't fall.
Yeah, I'm shocked at first, but when he puts his hand on me, I'm suddenly soothed again.
So you've noticed at this point that Bill has like climbed down the other side of the wall, and he's down on the ground with Tom now.
Okay. I'm just gonna hop down there. I've got pretty good athletics. Should I roll?
Sure, go for it.
7 + 5. What's that? An 11, a 12? 12.
You don't take any damage. You land and you. It's not the most like graceful thing you've ever seen anyone do, but like it gets the job done.
Cool.
I'm gonna like lean over and grab one of the trees and kind of like climb down using the tree as a support.
Go for it.
And that was a 13.
Yeah, I'd say you can do that.
Cool.
Zook is gonna jump down and try to land in Kernix's arms. He rolled a 2.
I'm going to. What would I need to roll to try to catch him? Because I see him jumping.
I'm gonna say if you can beat a 15, you catch him. If not, then he's just gonna fall on the ground.
I got exactly a 15.
Then you catch him.
Yes!
Geronimo! Hey, thanks, fella.
You're welcome, little one. And I give him a little pat on the head and I put him down.
Okay, that was just superfluous. You didn't need to do that. I already feel little all the time. Little head bats don't make me feel big.
So can I make a... What do we see?
So,
A lot of trees, probably.
yeah, it's pretty much just like a pretty like lush like green forest, and like you can just like you don't see any like really just paths that like jump out to you. Like there doesn't seem to be like any big established roads or anything, just kind of like trees all around. And if you look behind you, you'll notice the weird thing now is, like, the sky inside of, like, on the other side of the wall, like, it doesn't look, like, dark or foreboding. Like, it just looks like a blue, normal sky, just like all the rest of it.
Can we still see the tower, though?
You cannot.
Cannot see the tower.
All right, team huddle. All right, so we've likely just escaped from whatever madman was trying to make us kill each other and do all that, nasty stuff. So, we want to just break and go home, or do you feel some sort of like underlying obligation to destroy this? I don't know. You might be heroes. I don't really know.
I hit my head. Did we escape?
Yes, you did, Tom. I think so. But I'm... Okay, here's the thing. Most of my magic has to do with illusion magic, and so I can only think that I must be an illusion mage. I'm still pretty foggy, but that does seem something I'd be interested in. Now, I am rather curious as to what's going on up in that tower. Because it seems like there's a lot of illusion magic going on around here.
So that's one vote for stay.
I'm very interested to see what our big beastly Bill has got for us. I'm intent on seeing what he wants to show us.
Yeah, what's Bill up to?
Bill is just kind of standing like a few feet away. He's kind of like looking into the forest. Like he's never seen like trees or anything like this before. So he's just kind of like very like intrigued by like this new like environment he's discovered.
Hey Tom, ask William, our friend, how he knew where to go to get out of that place.
Yeah, can do. Hey, Bill, do you how do you know how to get out? And Bill kind of like turns and makes like kind of a chattering noise that you hadn't heard him make before, but Tom seems to understand it. Well, he says that sometimes the guards used to take him on walks to the perimeter just to, like, make sure there was nothing like strange going on, and he learned that he could climb over the walls pretty easily, but the guards they kind of convinced him to come back every other time by giving him food, but this time he found out there was more food on the other side, so he wasn't going to come back just for a little snack from the guards.
All right. Wonderful. So Tom, what do you want to do? What do you want to do here? Cause I am going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm not really big on this whole, save the day, kill the necromancer stuff. I'd kind of like to just go home.
At this point, you hear another voice that's not the voice of any of the people you've met so far come from the woods. And it says, well, perhaps I can help you make your decision.
And I turn around and face the woods. Hello?
And from in between two of the trees has walked a hooded figure. And the first thing you notice about him is he's just wearing kind of a black robe. And the sleeves are kind of so long that you can't see any part of his body. And the hood's pulled down over his face, obscuring his face from your point of view. But
great. Another hooded mystery figure.
You also notice he doesn't seem to be holding any type of weapon.
Hello there.
Hey, so it seems that you guys have escaped, and I know you're surely really excited about escaping, but I think you should go back in.
Yeah, and why is that? And why should we be listening to this you?
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say you're missing your memories, aren't you?
Well, kinda.
Well,
Everything is
Do you even
fuzzy.
know how you would get home? Where's your home?
Listen, I am from somewhere, probably this direction. And I just point, direction.
at this point, the hooded figure, he points with his arm at Cedric and says, there's only one way you can get your memories back, but you're gonna have to go back in there to do it.
Okay, and who are you?
At this point, he reaches up to his hood and he pulls it back, and you see his face is just a skull.
Oh, great.
And he says, I'm a witch, and my name's George Oster Blackwell, but you can call me Job.
Did you name the Lich Job?
Yes, I did. After George Oscar Bluth.
Yes.
Yes, I got that.
Good.
Cedric just puts his hand over his face and goes, of course.
Now,
So how long you been a Lich?
a real long time. Ever since that Neeekromancer killed me.
I'm sorry. Did you just say Neekromancer? Who says Neekromancer? Who are you?
Are you making fun of my accent? That's kind of rude.
I mean, a little bit, just because no one under the sun has ever called it a Neekromancer. Where are you from?
Well, I don't really live anywhere anymore.
Not even like in a tree or something? I mean, this is the forest.
Well, I just kind of wander around this forest, keeping an eye on the Neekromancer's hideout. I was hoping one day.
No, there you go again. You said it again. It's just repeat after me. Necromancer.
Necromancer?
Listen, Zook,
Alright,
the guy's
back
saying
over the
Neekromancer, it's Neekromancer, okay? He's saying it perfectly fine.
No, I'm going back over the wall. I was just gonna make I guess it would be what would it be if I'm trying to jump over the wall? Acrobatics?
Sure, yeah.
Oof, that's a natural 1.
You did not make it over the wall.
I'm very small, but believe me, if I could make it over the wall, I would be over the wall and not talking to Mr. Necromancer over here.
Oh, I'm not the
no, I don't
Necromancer. He is.
Yeah, I don't think he's the Necromancer.
No, okay, no, listen. I know you're not a necromancer. The way that you're saying necromancer as necromancer is driving me mad.
How do you say it?
Necromancer.
Necromancer.
Comics, can you please throw me back over the wall?
Yes, little one. I'm gonna pick him up, and I'm
Thank
just gonna
you.
throw. I'm not going to try to throw him on top of the wall. I'm really going to try to throw him like over the wall. And I rolled as a 17.
You do so. Zook is now on the other side of the wall.
I want to try to do a little roll. That's a 7.
You go for the roll, but you kind of get caught halfway, and it's a real awkward landing.
I threw up my shoulder. I fixed it. I fixed it myself.
Job, do you know any of better ways of getting back inside instead of me throwing everybody over?
Well, there is a gate.
Would you mind taking us to the gate?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else to do. So, are you guys gonna kill the Necromancer?
Depends. What's this Necromancer done? If he just stole my memories, then I see nothing wrong with just stealing my memories. Maybe give him a nice talking to, but,
I mean, he killed my whole family and everyone in my village. So, I'd kind of like to see him killed.
Hey, is anyone else going to come over the wall?
What? Zook? Where'd that voice come from? Where'd you go, little fella?
I'm over the wall. Is anyone else coming?
At this point, you notice that the Mauler's kind of he started making a noise and he's frantically waving his claws towards the forest and motioning in that direction. And he does not seem like he wants to follow you guys at all.
Well, all right, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Tom, you seem like a decent person. Hey, Zook, it was nice knowing you. And then I put my hand on Kernix's forearm and I say, "It's been a pleasure, Kernix." But I think I'm just gonna let you guys handle this. I don't really mind not remembering anything. Kind of sounds like a new chapter in Cedric's stories. I'm just gonna I'm gonna head this way.
Clarence, what's his name? He's Pock. Do you remember his name? Clarence? Caleb.
All right, sounds right.
This might just be a plot point that our dungeon master might be telling us that we no longer get the giant mauler as a party member.
Oh yeah, no, I totally understand that. But Cedric wants to leave, so I'm going to attempt to do that.
Cedric, that was it. You're right, Pog. It was Cedric. Cedric, come back over the wall. I need to ask.
Cedric, and Karnak's gonna put his hand on Karnak's gonna put his hand on Cedric's shoulder and be like, Cedric.
Oh.
We started this together in the maze. It doesn't feel right for one of us is to abandon each other until we find out who we really are and what we're doing.
Can I request that he does a charisma roll?
Absolutely. That was a 15 persuasion.
Okay, yeah, I rolled a 6. So, yeah, I feel Curtix's grasp on my shoulder, and I feel deep down that, like, I've never been a hero. This doesn't feel like my thing, but maybe this could be a chance for a different kind of new chapter. And I go, okay, fine. Just, and I put my arms up like I'm prepared for Kernix to grab me and throw me.
And so Kernix is actually going to, like, pick him up and put him on his back, and Kernix is now going to try to climb the tree just to get back over the wall.
Does nobody want to go through the gate? I mean, I guess you guys are welcome to climb, but, like, the gate just seems a lot easier option to me.
Yeah, so I just rolled a 15 to climb the tree to get back on top of the wall.
At this point, Tom he goes over to the mauler, and he kind of pats it and says, well, you sure you don't want to come with us, buddy? I hate to split up with you, not having seen our deal through. And the mauler, like, stares at him intently for, like, several seconds, and then walks away into the forest.
Bye, Bill!
Goodbye, giant meaty friend.
Bye, Bill.
Cameron, I'm glad you're here. Do you have any Q-tips? I was trying to use Mage Hand to get in my ears, but the fingers on Mage Hand are a little too big.
I act like I don't hear Zook.
That was the question I needed to ask you, by the way.
Okay.
Tom climbs
Glad
the
I came
wall,
back.
and now he's on the top.
Bye,
Job!
Job!
Job, come with us. Help us avenge your family.
Well, I mean, I'm not a very good climber, but... And with that, he disappears, and he reappears on the wall. I am magic, so... You know, magic's nice. It can, save you from physical labor.
Yes, it can.
Yeah, okay, I get it. I'm the only one of us that doesn't know any magic. You don't have to keep rubbing it in.
I'm going to put a hand on Cedric's shoulder and be like, friend, it's okay. You have your own strengths, and your own strengths lie in other areas. He kind of pats him on the shoulder.
Yeah, I guess I got my daggers.
Exactly. Use your daggers to their advantage.
I gotta say, though, having magic is pretty fun.
Man, is it just, like... We were on this side of the wall, and, like, it was dark, and then it was green, now it's dark.
Yeah, it's magic, Tom. Did you miss this whole conversation about magic? It's magic.
See, Cedric, that's why we need fellas like you around. You're our magic expert.
Oh, yeah, uh-huh. On that note, I start walking towards the tower, and I say, let's get this over with.
All right, now we're talking.
I'm going to take my battle axe out and clang it against my shield. Be like, come, friends, onwards to the tower, and just like triumphantly march toward.
Let's go kill that necromancer.
Hey, there you go. You said it right that time.
Necromancer?
Neeekromancer, yes.
It's hard because in real life I know the correct way to say it, but I'm trying to like remember to pronounce it wrong when I'm speaking as him. And sometimes like I forget like that's a bit I started.
I kick a dead bat along the way.
Heck yeah.
I cast Firebolt at a bat.
So,
Show off.
Just to rub it in his face that Zook has magic.
Can I pick up one of the charred bats that I had and, like, is it edible?
I mean, you're welcome to go for
Everything's
it.
edible if you eat it.
Cool, I want to pick up one of the charred bats and be like, this looks like a good pre-battle snack. And I was going to start, like, munching on one of the charred bats.
Cedric immediately internally regrets coming back.
So,
what's up with this tower, huh?
That's
how about them towers?
that's where the Neeekromancer and his gargoyle guard live.
Uh-huh.
Okay, wait, you never said anything about a gargoyle.
Oh, they're not gargoyles. They're just his elite bodyguards. They're the guys with the gargoyle bracers.
What are gargoyle bracers?
I would assume they're bracers with a gargoyle on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this guy seems to know a lot. I'm just making sure there wasn't any, they can turn into gargoyles.
Oh no, they're just symbolic.
Oh, yeah.
That, they're his bodyguards and they can kill a lot of people.
Okay, so what else do you know, George Oscar, whatever?
Yes, Job, you seem to be a fount of knowledge on the study of necromancers, even though you can't pronounce it well. What else can you tell us about this tower?
Well, it seems to me like the Neekromancer's been using it to some sort of spell that he's put over this here facility that makes it different than the outside world. But I don't really know what the point of that would be.
Can I make a perception check to see kind of what else we see in the courtyard outside
Go
of the
for it.
tower? Yeah, it wasn't very good. That was a 12.
You see some charred bats, and you notice that there's no guards, there's no other people. You are seemingly completely alone.
All right, I'm gonna
Joe.
scope. Okay. Go for it.
Sorry. Job, can we just walk into the tower?
Well, I mean, yeah, we'll probably get attacked by the gargoyle guard, but that's what I brought you guys for.
Right. You brought us. Okay, I'm gonna scope up the tower. Can I perception check it? See what we're dealing with?
Yes.
That is a 15.
Do you know what Orthanc is?
Orthanc?
Yes.
Please enlighten me.
It's the tower that's in the middle of Isengard, like Saruman's tower.
Then yes, I do know what Orthanc is.
So this tower, basically picture kind of like a black tower like that, but at the bottom of it, there's a large gate, and you don't see any windows or other entrances. It's just kind of a dark, solid tower with the exception of this gate.
Well, guys, looks like our only option here is to go right through the front door and get ambushed by these gargoyle guards. So my vote's on Kernix here. I think you're the beefiest, brawniest, most guard-fighting dude around. So I vote you take the lead on this.
Absolutely, little ones. And I just walk towards the gate.
Zook is gonna go ahead and cast mage armor on himself.
Cedric mimics the hand motions that Zook does for mage armor, but then just sighs a little bit.
Look, I don't usually do this for a lot of people, Cameron. But
Cedric,
if you would like, sure, if you would like some mage armor, I can. Your AC will become 13 plus your dexterity modifier, and I don't know if that would be good for you. Being a roguelike character, I think it might be pretty good.
well, it would increase my AC by 2. So if you're offering,
Yeah, we can do that.
well, thank you.
I'm gonna cast it on him too. Just,
Teamwork makes the dream work.
that's right.
Thanks, Zook.
All right, so you guys
gotta stop right there.
get up to the gate.
I walk on.
I'm gonna open it. I'm just gonna push
Give
on
me
the
a
gate.
strength check, big boy.
Okay. That'll be a crit fail. It'll be a nat 1.
You're pretty pumped up. You're I'm gonna show this gate who's boss, and you go to shove it, and you just smack your face against it. It doesn't budge.
This gate doesn't seem to want to open.
Allow me. Zook walks up and knocks on the door.
What's the password?
Password.
That's not the password.
Gargoyle!
Oh, what is the password? It must have changed since the last time I was here.
When was the last time you were here?
13, 12 years ago. It's a little fuzzy. Can I roll a?
Yeah, go for it.
Or would it be deception? I'll do deception. It's the same modifier. That's an 11.
Well, I didn't really work here that long ago, so honestly, I I don't know what the password was back then. And before the voice can say anything else,
Well, now we're really in a jam.
Joe blasts the door open with a bolt of fire.
Oh,
I knew he was here for a reason.
show off. Hey folks, Keaton here. Hope you're enjoying the episode so far. Sorry we spent 25 minutes climbing a wall, but hey, that happens sometimes. I'm just here to talk a little bit of programming to you, and not the computer code kind, but the podcast release kind. The next episode to come out is going to be our October episode, and it is going to be the final episode in this story arc. Luke will be our game master, dungeon master, and we will be saying goodbye to Cedric, Zook, Tom, and Kernix. And then after that in October, we're going to actually have a second episode called Backtrack, where we're all going to go back through this campaign and talk about what we were thinking when we were GMing and how people did things differently than we were expecting when they took control of the story. So that'll be interesting. Keep an eye out for that. And then also in that episode, we're going to talk a little bit about the future of this podcast and kind of some directions we're wanting to go. As we talked about before, this is a new adventure for a lot of us creating a podcast, and we've been learning a lot as we've done it, and we've got some ideas that I think you're really going to like that are going to kind of elevate this podcast to the next level. I won't spoil it all here, but keep an eye out for that episode, and it may or may not involve having 2 episodes a month from now on, so you're not going to want to miss that. I'm only going to plug one more thing here, and then we'll get back to the episode. But I just want to tell you a little bit about a new podcast I'm starting that is called Size Doesn't Matter, and it's an exploration of small content creation and the joys and struggles that come along with being a content creator without a large audience. And that'll be coming out hopefully in the next week or 2. So if you want to keep updated in that, maybe give it a listen. You can always check out my Twitter at Keaton Sample. We'll probably tweet about it with the RPG Roulette Twitter too at RPG Roulette. And if you want to stay updated with the show, just make sure to follow both of those Twitters. And that's all I got for you. Let's get back to that episode where we spend even more time climbing stairs than we did getting over that wall. But we do some interesting things on the stairs. So yeah, I'll just let you listen.
I'm just gonna walk in.
All right, so you walk in, and you see the person who was talking to you on the other side of the door, and it's a just kind of small female goblin, and she looks just shocked by the fact that the door has just been blasted open.
I'm gonna point my battle axe at her and say, "Where's the Neeekromancer?"
Please don't hurt me. Don't kill me. I'm so sorry.
We won't kill you if you take us to the Neeekromancer.
He's at the top of the tower. Please don't make me go with you.
What should we do? I turn and ask to my friend, so pointing my battle axe at her to keep her in her place.
I mean, she didn't really tell us a whole lot. I could have told you that he was at the top of the tower. That's just where necromancers hang out.
Cedric shrugs.
Can I push her up against the wall and try to intimidate her into giving me more information?
Yeah, make a roll for it.
Cool. Make an intimidation check, and that is a 13.
Okay, there's 6 floors. He's on the 6th floor.
Is there any way to bypass any of the floors? What's on the floors?
I mean, you could try and sneak up there, but they're mostly unoccupied, but his bodyguards are spread out across the floors.
What's the flooring like? Is it hardwood or tile?
Oh, it's some pretty nice stone. We spared no expense in making this beauty.
Well, I mean, if you're using stone, then you spend some expenses. I mean, it's no
Well, I didn't pay for it.
When she says sneak, Cedric's eyes widen a little bit, and he goes, oh, and does a little, cocky dance and goes, I may not be able to shoot fire bolts out of my hands, but I can sneak. I have a +10 stealth.
I'm pretty good at sneaking myself. If it weren't for his bodyguards, I would just try and sneak right up to the top and kill the Neeekromancer without any of you guys.
Wait, you want to kill him too? Don't you like
why don't we try sneaking up?
I am not very stealthy, as this 7'1", 308-pound monster kind of looks at his body and is very sad.
I put my hand on his forearm again and I say, Kernex, you may not be able to sneak, but your strengths lie elsewhere, like in your big, beefy arms.
Thank you. And he let's move forward.
Okay.
Zook casts invisibility on himself.
I'm really good at sneaking.
Oh, come on, my one thing! My one thing!
I can sneak real good. You know, I'm a stealthy guy, I think. Unless I'm not, but I feel like I would be, because I got no reason to think I ain't. So that means I am.
All right, big fella, let's get going here, Tom.
All right,
so there's kind of like, think of like the tower's layout is like, there'll be like stairs, and then you'll get to a floor, and then there'll be that floor, and then the stairs, there'll be another set of stairs on like the other end of the floor. So like the stairs like switch sides back and forth.
well, I vote we go up this first set of stairs.
All right, head on up.
Do we need to roll? Do we need to roll like stealth checks?
Yeah, give me a stealth check here for this first set of stairs.
Can I have advantage?
Yes, you may. That makes sense to me.
Please. Thanks.
As I am wearing heavy armor, I will be
That's a
rolling
natural
with
20.
disadvantage. Yeah, I had an 11.
Yeah, I got a 26.
So, everyone passed the sneak except for our Dragonborn there, but there are no consequences as the second floor is unoccupied.
Oh, glad I rolled a 26 on the unoccupied floor.
Is there anything else?
I predetermined.
Is there anything else on the floor?
It just seems to be empty. See, I predetermined like what's on which floor already, so.
Well, hold on. Zook's going to do an investigation check to try to see if there's any traps. I feel like this is a level where there might be traps. That's a 21.
There are not any traps, but since you rolled so well, you can sense that the next floor is not unoccupied.
All right, everybody. I think we need to be extra sneaky as we go to the next floor. So everybody, think light. Think light. You're a butterfly. No one can hear you.
Okay, Mr. Invisible.
I was mainly just talking to you, Kynex.
Yes, I am a beautiful butterfly.
Beautiful. Now don't talk so loud. All right, let's go.
All right, we
Stealth
go up
checks
the
again?
next set.
Do we need to make new stealth checks? Or...
Yeah, I'm gonna say make new ones.
That was a nice old 8 for Kernix.
Oof, that's a 19 for me.
Zook gets a 16.
Yikes. Tom had a big ol' 4. I'm trying to decide how I want to do this, because like I feel like those of you who did pass the like stealth rolls should get something, but those that didn't, I'm gonna say it cancels out. I'm not going to give either side an attack of opportunity. So you come onto this floor, and there are 3 guards, and the first thing you notice about them is they're wearing bracers and kind of armor that have gargoyles on them. So you make kind of the natural assumption that these are the gargoyle guards you've heard about, and they're kind of standing by the stairs, and you guys are sneaking up the stairs, and they hear Tom and Karnak, so they kind of like ready, but they're not like ready enough that they get a jump on you. So let's roll for initiative.
16.
16, but not as good of a 16 as Cedric.
I rolled a 14.
All right, so Cedric, you get to attack first. It's like a hallway, and like standing in the hallway, there's 3 like of the guards, and they're wearing the gargoyle armor. Like they have the bracers and a gargoyle breastplate, and there's 3 of them.
Okay. So with my good stealth roll getting up here, could I potentially try to get a sneak attack on one of these guys? Not like a attack of opportunity, but just like I have an attack,
Yeah.
not sneak attack. Okay, I want to try to sneak attack one of these guys with my dagger.
All right.
And are they close to each other?
Yeah, they're all. 2 of them are fairly close. One of them's a little further back.
I'm gonna go for because with sneak attack I can hit 2 people. I want to go for the 2 close together.
All right, go for it.
All right. Yeah, it's a nat 1.
Are you attacking with like what weapon are you using?
Dagger.
I'm gonna say one of them has kind of like a spear, and he parries it and knocks your dagger out of your hand.
My dagger. Come on. That's my thing. But that's my turn.
All right, so it's now Noah's turn.
All right, so Kurnis be like, prepare to face the judgment of Bahamut. And I'm going to run in, and I'm going to swing at the one that knocked, I'm going to swing my battle axe at the one that knocked my good friend Cedric's dagger out of his hand. That, and then that will be 10 damage.
All right, 10 damage on the boy that parried Keaton's attack.
I'm going to go around and take another swing at this dude. And, ooh, that'll be a 10.
That's not gonna hit it.
Cool. Sorry, then I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the guy that I just did a little damage to.
For the audience, what does Hunter's Mark do? And definitely
so-
just for the audience, not for me at all, because I definitely know what Hunter's Mark does.
So Hunter's Mark, I choose a creature I see within range and mystically mark it. And so until the spell ends, I deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever I hit it with a weapon attack. And I have advantage on any perception or survival checks I make against it. And then as that creature drops to 0 hit points, as a secondary bonus action, I can, on new turns, I can just move the mark to a new creature that I see.
Neat.
So that's my
All
turn.
right, so it's gonna be Job's turn now, and he's gonna throw a firebolt, and he hits the other guard next to the one that Keaton was attacking, and he does him some damage. And now it's the guards' turns. And the one that was a little further back, he yells, "I'm gonna get help," and he turns and starts to run towards the stairs. And then the one that's closest to Carnex, he's gonna attack you.
Right, bring it on.
And he misses. He goes to stab you with his spear, and he whiffs completely. But now it is the third guard's turn, and he's going to attack Cedric, since he's pretty close to him.
Yippee.
And he also misses. I am rolling terrible tonight. I rolled a 2.
All right, sweet. I'm a quick little fella.
You're fast. You dodge his sword attack. And I believe it's Zook's turn now.
Now you said these fellows were fairly close. I don't know why I started talking to Zook. You said they were fairly close. Is that more of like a second cousin kind of thing, or like I went to grade school?
I would say it's like, that thing where like you went to grade school and you had a lot of classes together, but you weren't best friends.
So like within 120 feet. Good, you're good. All right, Zook's gonna cast Firebolt on the one that's running up the stairs.
All right.
Does 2d10 damage. That's a 9 plus 2 is 11.
All right. He's kind of knocked down, and his attempt to go get help is stalled for the moment. All right. So Tom is going to call lightning, and Rick.
Oh, Fulric. How's it going?
What's up, Ulrich?
What's up, Fulric? Somehow all my memories are a haze, but I remember all my memories with you, Fulric, so well. I'm so glad you're here.
So he basically creates a lightning storm, and the 3 guards are caught in it, and they're going to have to do dexterity saving throws, which 2 of them succeed.
Do we need to do these too?
I don't think so. Actually, yes, you do. I lied.
Oh, that's fine. That's a 20.
That's a 12.
If you did not save on the throw, take 12 damage. If you did, take half that.
Did you say 10?
Half of 12. So you would take 6 because you succeeded, right?
Yes.
All right. So the air is kind of filled with this kind of like dark cloud, and electricity kind of like shoots out of it. And some of you are more kind of blasted by those electric sparks, and others they just kind of scatter across your skin. And as the electricity kind of courses through Cedric, he turns his attention back to the guard.
Cool. I do have a rapier on me, and so I'm gonna pull out my rapier and try to hit him with that instead of my dagger.
Go for it.
Knocked away. That is a 4 + 4. That's 8 damage.
All right, you slash him pretty well, and he takes that sword blow to his body, and as he does so, the attention turns back to Carnex.
So Carnex is then going to go in and try to just batter him again with his battle axe. And that was a 15 to hit.
Their thing is 15, so that hits.
Awesome, sweet. So I'm going to roll a d8. I get a +5, so 3 + 5, so that'll be 8 damage. Then I'm going to use my extra attack, and I'm going to... I also forgot, because I have the Hunter's Mark on him, I also get an extra d6. That's 1 extra damage on him as well. So then I'm going to bring it around and swing and hit him again. 12
All right,
damage.
and this guard, if you strike another blow on him, you notice he's starting to look pretty bruised, pretty damaged. He's kind of wearing down. But as you notice this, another firebolt zooms past your head, thrown by Job at the guard over by the stairs, and it flies right over that guard's shoulder and hits the stairs above him. Oh darn! I haven't fought in so long. My firebolt throwing's a little rusty. And with that, the guard that has been engaged by Cedric and Carnax, he's gonna take another swing at Cedric, and he stabs at you again with his spear, but once again he misses. But his companion doesn't miss as he stabs his sword into your shoulder for 7 damage.
What did he roll? I'm curious.
19.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I assumed.
Because my AC is improved up. It's up to 17 now, thanks to the mage armor. But yeah, that'll still do it. Ouch.
And at this point, the third guard, he is planning on going to get help, but he's kind of turned his attention back to the fray now, and he pulls out a crossbow, and he's gonna fire it at Zook. Wait, are you still invisible?
It's pronounced Zook. Is there still one on the stairs?
Yes.
Hunter?
Yes.
Is there still one on the stairs?
But, like, he's no longer going up them, he's coming back down now.
I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on that guy. So I'm going to do, on a hit, it takes 1 cold damage.
A 13 will not do it.
No. Miss.
Alright, so as you miss, Tom he runs forward to get in the action, and he swings his scimitar at the guard that's near Carnex and Cedric. Not the one with the spear, but the one with the sword. And he misses with his scimitar swing, and he misses so badly that he's thrown off balance, and he falls to the ground, dropping his scimitar. I rolled another nat 1.
Wonderful.
And love this.
At this point, it's the top of the order again. So, Cedric.
Oh, that's me. Okay, I'm feeling a little bloodied up, so I'm gonna try to, like, in a rage, finish off this guy who has been up on me this whole time. I think with my rapier, I just kind of, like, fence it out and kind of pierce through his neck, like, in between his armor and his helmet.
Sounds good. And as you do this, how will Carnex follow that up?
Okay, so then now I'm going to shift the mark to the other one that we've been fighting, and then I'm going to go for a first swing. And that'll be a 20, not nat, but it's a regular 20.
All right, that hits.
Cool. So I'm gonna roll my d8 and d6. So 2 plus 5, 7. I'll do 8 damage. So then I'm just gonna bring around with my extra attack
Go
and
for it.
hit him again. And that will be 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then this is a good roll. 5, 10. That'd be 18 damage.
That'll do a good amount of damage. Dang,
18
boy.
damage.
18 damage, yeah.
Dang.
My D8, I got the 8 on my D8, got the 5 on the D6, and then my addition is a +5 to my attacks. So, yeah,
I'm just
gonna lop this dude's head off.
I told you there was strength in your forearms.
Thank you, my beautiful Cedric, and I just knock his head off.
Our Karnix and Cedric eyes meet as the blood flies in between the two of them from lopping this guy's heads off.
The flames within Kernix just rise ever so slightly.
At this point, a kind of spectral sword appears, and it stabs into the side of the third guard, and he lets out a scream of pain. And Job says, "Ah, there it is. I knew I still had that one in me somewhere." And at this point, the third guard he looks kind of surprised and upset by he wasn't really expecting this. See his other two guards get killed, and now he's kind of wishing he had gone for help. But he pulls out kind of a small little canister and hurls it into the hallway. And I'm gonna need all of you to do dexterity saving throws.
Oh, good
Oh
at that.
no.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
It's a 2.
That's a nat 1.
Zook rolled a 13.
Dexterity's my only good thing.
All right, so Job was the only one who saved on this. So you all are going to take
Dang.
10 points of fire damage, and you are all knocked prone.
Sweet, I am actually resistant to fire, so I will only take
Nice.
5.
I'm not. Fire hurts me.
And as this happens, you see that guard turns and runs up the stairs.
Cool. Cedric's sitting at a cool 4 hit points.
Cedric, my friend, come here. I'm going to lay my hand. I'm going to crawl over to him and use lay on hands. And what is your hit point max?
My max is 33.
Cool. So I will transfer 20 of my lay on hands hit points to Cedric. I'm gonna lay my hands. My hands start glowing and be like, "Feel better, my good friend."
I start to feel better, and I'm like, "Oh, thanks, bud." And I pat him on the back, and I stand up and I pick up my
Nice.
dagger.
I'm gonna heal myself also, and Tom uses Cure Wounds. And at this point, Job kind of runs ahead of the group and he says, "We gotta catch that guy. If he tells the rest of the guards we're coming, we'll lose our sneak attack."
Ooh, I don't want to lose my sneak attack. It's my only magic and special attack on my magic and special attack section. And I go after Job, following stealthily.
I will stand up and walk as stealthily as I can.
Zook casts False Life on himself.
All right, so do you guys go up the stairs to the next room?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so this is the first room of the tower that has been different. There's kind of a hallway like there have been in the other rooms, but there's also a room on the left side of the hallway. And this floor is also, it's taller than the other floors have been, and there's a wooden door leading into the room, and it's slightly ajar.
Are there people on this floor
There are
that
not.
we can see?
You
22?
notice that there is a small trail of blood from where that guard got stabbed, and it just leads down the hallway and up the next set of stairs. He just seemingly went past this room and didn't go into it.
All right, guys. So I think me and Zook are probably the stealthier. So I think we should head up, follow this guard, try to snuff him out before he warns anyone. If you guys want to, I don't know, check out this room.
Tom just plunges into the room.
Karnix is like, panics and like walks in after him to try to protect the little guy.
Job goes with Zook and Cedric. I'm going to do the scene first in the room, and then we can come back to you guys' scene. So,
Right.
Carnex and Tom, as you walk into this room, you are met with just hundreds of just floating lights of all different colors. And they're just kind of like little like floating spheres of lights. And the room is just full of them.
I'm going to use Divine Sense, and it kind of just lets me know if there's any, like, fiends, undeads, or celestials within 60 feet of me, just to try to see if I can figure out a little bit of, like, so I kind of, like, Bahamut guide me, and I, like, open my senses.
These seem to be, like, held together by some type of, like, magic. Like, it seems like they're almost like a magic seal, and it's, like, holding something inside of it. And at this point, two of the orbs float up to you. One floats up to Tom, and one floats up to Carnex. And Tom kind of extends his hand, and he catches the orb in his hand and says, wow, what's this? And Razi says that the orb flashes, and...
I believe it's some sort of magic, and Kernick's is going to reach his hand out and, like, touch the one that floated in front of him.
You're both greeted with visions, and I will cover Tom's visions first. Tom sees a vision of himself, and he's working on a farm, and he's surrounded by several people he doesn't recognize at first. But after a couple of minutes, the names and faces start to come back to them, and he realizes it's his two brothers. One of them's name, at first it seems to escape him, but then he remembers. It's Philip and Andrew. And they're his two oldest and dearest friends. And this was the farm where they grew up. And after that, he's flooded as the memories all bombard back to his brain. He sees a picture of his mother, Sylvia, who raised the three boys on their farm. And he remembers all the good times they shared together. And he wonders, how did these memories escape his mind? He's instantly just overwhelmed with this just full sense of, like, sensory overload, kind of. Like, it's nothing like he's ever experienced. Like, one by one, he's seeing the, like, faces of every person he's ever known and met, and, like, the information's just, like, coming back to him, and it finally kind of just overwhelms his brain, and he falls unconscious to the floor. And meanwhile, Carnex is having a similar experience.
He flashes back to when he was but a small, young dragonborn, first learning about Bahamut, the great god, by his father, another dragonborn paladin. And he then, his memory shifts, and then he sees bright flames and a giant red dragon flying over the village, and there's death and destruction. He sees flames and death, and then the scene shifts again, and then he sees himself running, getting stronger. He sees himself learning how to wield a battle axe and learning how to become strong, and just feeling this sense of vengeance, of bringing balance and peace and fighting off evil dragons. And then he also collapses.
All right, and now we're going to cut to the other scene.
All right, we're going up the stairs.
So, would you good boys like to give me some stealth rolls?
Absolutely. That's a 24.
Those will both do it. You get to the top of the stairs, and you're kind of able to kind of peek out, and you see the guard that you were fighting earlier, and he's with two other guards now, and he's warning them that the tower's been breached and that they need to go down and fight the intruders, but they haven't noticed the three of you yet.
I want to whisper to the invisible Zook and be like...
Oh, Zook's not invisible anymore.
Oh, never mind.
The spell wore
Then
off
just-
he cast a spell.
Just to Zook and be like, you got any magic to take care of all these guys at once or anything? I think we have the attack of opportunity here.
Well, I have a spell that would be good for that.
Oh, yeah, I think Cedric forgot that Joe was behind him and goes, yeah, let's do that.
I mean, I also have one, but whatever.
And at this point, Job reaches out one of his skeletal hands, and kind of a like red tentacle of energy kind of like whips out of it and grabs all three of the guards by the neck, and it starts like choking all three of them. And the one that you fought earlier, he collapses first, and the other two are kind of driven to their knees as they grab and fight against the tentacles and try and escape from it, but they're unable to get up at the moment.
All right, while they're restrained, I want to go try to do my sneak attack,
Go for
double
it.
attack on them. Oof, that's a 3 + 7. That's
That
a 10.
will not do it. But I'll give you.
Yeah.
I'll say you can roll again because they're restrained. So like it doesn't make sense to me to just like miss
Thank
while they're
you.
restrained.
Okay,
That'll
that one's
hit.
a 17. Awesome. And I do 9 damage on the first one, and I do 7 damage on
All
the
right,
second one.
they both get hit pretty good, and they both look like they're kind of on their last legs.
Zook walks up. Is the gargoyle armor
It is metal,
is
yes.
it metal? Zook's going to walk up and place one hand on each of their chests and use Shocking Grasp.
Ooh.
Lightning springs from your hand to deliver a shock to a creature you touch. Make a melee spell attack against a target. That's a
You
natural
kill
20.
both of them.
Oh, hold on, wait, but it's great because it says you get advantage on the attack roll if the target is wearing armor made of metal, so I didn't even need it. But on a hit, the target takes 1d8 lightning damage, but it's at level, so I'm at 5th level, so it's 2d8. But if
I'm just saying, like, with a nat 20, like, you would have definitely done, because they are both very low on health at this point.
Hold on, Zook walks up and he says, "Sayonara, fellas." And just I was thinking about making a Palpatine joke, but I decided against it.
Thank you.
You know, Zook kind of sounds like Palpatine. No, you will die. Maybe I should have.
Well, good work, guys. You cut through those gargoyle bodyguards like they weren't even there.
Wait, those were the
Well,
gargoyle
most of them at
bodyguards?
least.
Are there any doors on this floor? Or is it another hallway?
This is just like a hallway like the first 2 floors you went through.
All right, so this is what? This is floor
Yes.
4?
Yes, this is floor 4.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna just take a peek upstairs, see what we're dealing with on the next one. I want to make a stealth roll to just like
All right.
look upstairs. Yeah, it's a 26.
You are able to
That's my
like
thing.
stealthily
Yes.
like make it up the stairs and look, and you see that there are 3 more of the gargoyle guards wearing the same armor, but they all have their back to you, so they don't notice.
Cool. I want to like creep down the stairs and be like, all right, looks like we got the same situation. 3 more guards. You want to do what we just did? Can you do that
Yeah,
thing again?
I can,
Good?
sure.
Yeah, sounds good. They got their backs turned. We should get them by surprise.
Let's do it. All right, so he does the same thing. He reaches his kind of skeletal hand out, and this time he's able to grab 2 of them. But the third one, seemingly, he kind of senses something's amiss at the last minute, and he ducks, and the tendril reaches over his head. And he turns back towards you, and instead of drawing out like a sword or a spear or a more traditional weapon, he draws out like a small wooden staff. So he's going to get to go first, and he points the staff at Job, and a just huge gust of wind just blasts out of it, and it slams into his skeletal body and knocks him all the way back down the stairs, breaking the spell he has on the other 2 and releasing them.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
And they both jump to their feet and whip the swords out of their holsters and come charging towards the 2 of you. They're still at the top of the stairs. And at this point, Cedric prepares to face the 2 men that are barreling towards him.
All right. Since they're both coming at me, I'm going to try to hit them both again. Yeah, that's going to do it. It's a 23. And that is a 9 damage and then a 7 damage again.
All right.
Yeah, and so since it's a sneak attack, it's like essentially I run up and I like pierce one of them as they charge towards me, and then like spin in between them and slash at
All
the
right.
leg of
So
the
as
other
you
one.
land that final slash, the the guards, they turn their attention to the other man who hasn't attacked them yet, and how will he respond?
Zook casts Hypnotic Pattern.
Ooh.
I create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range. Are they all within
Yes.
30 feet of each other? It says each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by this spell, the creature is incapacitated.
Okay, I rolled a 5.
One of the guards did not save, but the one with the staff and the other one did.
Well, dang it.
So the one that didn't save, he just he collapses to his knees and then falls to the ground.
As do I.
And the two bodies lay next to each other. And you hear Job's voice call from down the stairs. "I'll be right back in a moment. Fight the good fight."
Yeah, okay.
And with that, it's the wizard boy. At this point, he turns his attention to Zook now that he's seen that he can also use some magic, and he's going to use a spell on you. So
Do it.
There it is.
he points the staff at you, and a just blast of kind of like energy shoots at you, and that's going to be a 16 to hit.
16
All
does
right,
hit.
so that's going to be 12 damage.
Ooh.
And the other guard who's not asleep, he's going to look at Cedric as an easy target, and he's gonna make an attack on him. And he slashes his sword down and slashes the unconscious body of Cedric. That's gonna be 6 damage.
Cool. The spell, I do believe, ends if I take damage,
Yes.
though, so that
Yes,
should wake
you
me
do.
up.
And how will you respond to that?
Oof. I get stabbed. Is it going to be my whole... I'm not going to try to get up from here since I'm already down. I feel like that'd be my whole action. So I'm going to just try to swipe at his legs with my rapier.
You kind of slash, but you're
That's
unable
fair.
to like kind of reach him since you're on the ground. And it's gonna be Zook's turn now.
Alright, buddy boy. Zook is going to cast Magic Missile, but he's going to do it at 3rd level. So, it gets 5 darts. So, I guess this is a ranged spell attack, so I'll go ahead and roll for it.
That'll do it.
Sweet. So, each dart does 1d4 plus 1 damage. So that's going to be 4, but I'm going to do 5 darts on the magic boy. So that's 5 times 4 is...
All right.
20.
Nice.
So those darts, they kind of slam into him, and he staggers backwards a bit. And at this point, Job has made his way back to the top of the stairs, and he points a hand at the guard with the sword who had been attacking Cedric, and his spectral blade appears and slashes down at that guard, cutting him across the back. And at this point, the magician that has been kind of casting spells back and forth with Zook, he disappears. And there's just a couple of seconds of silence. And then, Zook, what's your AC?
My AC is 15.
You take a blow to the back of the head for 9 damage. And the wizard is standing behind you now, and he's kind of just clubbed you with his staff where he appeared. And the guard that you attack, Cedric, now, he's gonna try and stab you with his sword. But he misses.
That's fair. I roll out of the way.
And how will you respond to this attack after you roll away?
I'm gonna stand up.
All right.
I just want to mention this is the second time in this arc that I have had to spend a whole turn just standing up.
Maybe you shouldn't fall down so much.
Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't get hit in the head with a staff. Okay.
All right, it's your turn.
Whose turn is it?
Yeah.
It's mine. So is
He's
is
behind
the
you
magic guy
now.
still right behind me? Zook's going to turn around and put both hands on him and cast.
All right.
Grasp.
A 16 will not
16
hit.
Oh!
Ooh.
Wait,
Yikes.
is he wearing metal armor? Because you get
I have
advantage.
He is,
Is he
yeah.
wearing metal? Is he wearing metal?
An 18 will hit.
18.
Nice.
All right, cool. So that's 2d8, I believe, is what I said before. Let me find it. Yes, 2d8. So let me roll that. 3 plus 8.
All right.
That's an 11.
So he's kind of shocked by this attack, and he's kind of forced back away from you.
And
And
he can't take reactions
All right.
until the start of its next turn.
And Job is going to take another slash at the other guard with his sword, but this time he misses. And at this point,
Exciting.
we cut back to the other room where Tom and Carnax are both kind of coming to after their experience. Hey, are you all right? Are you all right, man?
I saw things. I think
Yeah,
I'm remembering things.
I saw my life, my past. It was.
I saw everything.
I think I got
know
my
who
memory
I
back.
am.
We gotta tell the others. This is what we came back for.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, let's go after
They went
him.
upstairs, right?
And Tom turns and he runs out the door up the stairs.
Absolutely. Come on. And I'm following
And
right
now
behind
it's
him.
the Magic Boy's turn, and he is going to cast Mage Armor on himself, and he does so successfully. So now he's got a higher AC, and that's his turn. But the other guard's going to attack Cedric again, and he misses.
Wait, the magic guy
Yes.
cast mage armor?
Yes.
Okay, so update. Mage armor does require a creature to not be wearing armor. I didn't read that whenever I cast it on Cedric.
Well, fun fact, Cedric wasn't wearing armor.
Well, is you said that the
So-
other guy was wearing armor?
The way I had been doing it was like he was wearing armor, but I wasn't giving him a plus to his AC for it. So I think this is more like the intent of it is like you couldn't stack pluses to your AC. That's how I am interpreting it, at least.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So, like, narratively, he was wearing armor, but, like,
Yes.
mechanically, he wasn't. Okay.
Okay.
Did
No, he slashed
What,
you
did
with
the
his
guard
sword,
hit
but you were able to dodge.
All right, and I'll retaliate with my rapier again.
All right.
Oh God, I've rolled a lot of really good rolls, but that's my third nat 1.
Oh no.
Baby.
So, you kind of go to stab him, but you miss, and he's able to kind of grab you and let's do a strength check. A strength contest, basically.
Oh boy, I have a -1.
Oh no.
That's
He
a
rolled
4
a
minus
12,
1. That's
so
a 3.
basically he's able to kind of restrain you
Yeah.
and put the sword to your throat. And he yells, "Hey, I'll kill him. I'll do it."
Yeah, I think he'll do it.
He says, the rest of you better surrender or I'll cut his head off." And Zook, it's your turn.
Whose turn
Yeah.
is it? It's Zook's?
Yes.
Yeah, Zook will cast Minor Illusion on the guard's hand to try to make it appear as if spiders are crawling
All right, roll for me.
over it. I don't know if
Is it just like you do it and it happens? It's not like a roll?
I think it's just you do it and it happens, but I think that It says if a creature uses its action to examine the sound or image, the creature can determine that it's
I-
an illusion with a successful
Actually, I like
intelligence,
that narratively,
check.
so I'm going to say he kind of like...
I think that in the context of a battle, I think it might just require an intelligence save DC against my save DC, which is
Well, he got a 4, so he screams and drops the sword.
that was a risky move, but I'm glad I did.
And at this point, Job's sword stabs into his back, dealing him some more damage. And at this point, Carnex and Tom arrive.
I see.
It's about time.
I see the guard, just standing near Cedric. It'll be like, "You're gonna pay!" And I'm just gonna run in. I'm gonna run in. And I'm gonna try to hit him real quick with Can I
Absolutely.
can I run in and like take a swing at this guy? Awesome. So I'm gonna run in and just bring down my battle axe, and that was that's a 27.
That'll hit.
So I think that's probably gonna hit. Roll a 19.
I think it does.
I think that'll probably hit.
And yeah, so I'm going to deal him.
That'll finish
10
him off.
damage.
Actually, he collapses from the blow, and he is felled.
Thank you.
And now,
Of course.
Tom is going to try and slash the other guard, the wizard, with his scimitar, but he misses. And
He's standing
the
right
guard,
there.
the wizard kind of slams his staff into Tom's chest, and he's going to fire a good old magic missile into Tom's chest.
Oh no.
And Tom's going to take 22 damage. And he's pretty banged up from that.
Yeah, I would say so.
Now it's good old Cedric's turn.
So there's one regular guard.
Yes, but the
and
regular
the wizard
guard
dude?
is still asleep from Luke's hypnosis attack.
Is being,
So-
he's
sweet.
node.
I'm gonna say, hey, don't attack him. He's got that thing from the arena where if we hurt him, he snaps too. So let's kill this other dude.
Let's do it.
And from where I'm at, I'm gonna try to make a short bow attack on the wizard.
That misses.
It's an 8.
And it's Zook's turn.
Zook is going to cast Firebolt at this wizard. So let me roll that d20. 15 plus
That'll
5 is 20. Alright, so he's going to take 2d10 flare damage. 8 plus 2, that's 10. 10 damage.
All right. And at this point, Job fires a fireball at him, but he misses, and it just goes harmlessly flying down the stairs.
Joe, really? I mean, you're a lich. Can you not?
I mean, I haven't fought anybody in a really long time. And it's Carnex's turn.
So Kernix is gonna bellow and he's gonna run up and he's going to take a swing at the wizard dude with his battle axe. And it's probably gonna whiff it. That'll be a 12. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna bring a backhand, use my extra attack, and try again. And that one did a lot better. That was a 26.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So as I hit, I'm also going to scream, "Feel Bahamut's wrath!" And so as I hit, I'm also going to use a second level spell slot and use Divine Smite. So it's going to be the 1d8 of my hit from my battle axe, then a 3d8 of the Divine Smite. So 1 second. So 4, 10, 15.
That'll
be 17
put a dent in him. All right, he's hit pretty good.
Cool. So that's my turn.
All right, so now it's Tom's turn, and he's gonna cast Flaming Blade, and he misses again because I am rolling terrible tonight. And at this point, it's gonna be the wizard's turn, and he kind of like puts his hand out and points it at Carnax, and I'm gonna need you to do a dexterity saving throw for me.
Ooh, okay. That
All right,
was
so a
six.
large spike
Oh, no.
just appears out of the ground and stabs into you, and you're gonna take 12 piercing damage.
Whew.
And it is
Okay.
it's Cedric's turn again.
Okay.
I'm going to try to shoot him again. That one is
That'll
a
hit.
23. Nice.
Let's go.
All right,
Ooh,
so this
that's
guy's
10
starting
damage.
to look pretty rough. He looks like he's getting kind of on his last legs. He's taking a lot of hits now, and it's Zook's turn.
Zook is going to walk over and just like slap the guy on the ground
All right,
just to kind of wake him up. And then he's gonna cast suggestion.
yeah,
You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two, and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed or immune to this effect. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. Asking the creature to stab itself, throw itself onto a spear, immolate itself, do other obviously harmful act, ends the spell. But the target must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. I'm going to just look at it. I'm going to bend down, and he's on the ground. And I'm going to go, hey, buddy, the guy with the staff over there just called your mom fat, and I think he's looking for a
as soon
fight."
as you say that, he jumps up and he runs over and he just slashes the guy with his sword and does some damage to him.
Heck yeah.
And at this point, Tom's going to make another swing with his flaming scimitar, and he does it. He cuts the last guard down finally. Heck yeah, that's right. We're great at fighting. We won the arena. We won here. We like winning.
Hey, Kernax, can you be a dear friend and come lay hands on me?
Yes,
Or
yes,
maybe
yes.
if
Come,
you have
come.
if you have a stronger spell.
Well, first I'm gonna put my hand on my shoulder. I'm gonna use lay on hands, and I'm gonna give you the last 5 HP that I can there, and then I will also then use cure wounds on you. And let me see how much I am able to help you. I will. I'll cast it as a 2nd level spell. Just try to bump you up a little bit too. So I will do this. It's 2d8, so 7, 12. So that takes you up to. So you're given an extra 15 HP.
Nice.
Thank you.
Hey, guys,
I appreciate
me and Carnex, we got our memories back. You know that room we went in?
How did you do that?
There was like these things in there. When we touched them, they just all came back like all at once. It was wild.
Everything came rushing back. I remember everything about my life.
I guess we should probably go touch those orbs.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna try to scout out top of this floor.
You don't want to touch the orb?
You go ahead.
Cedric, why do you not want to know who you are?
I don't know. I think I'm happier with who I am right now.
All right. Zook runs down the stairs to the...
All right, does he go inside? After a couple of seconds
he goes inside.
of just like all the lights floating around aimlessly, one of them floats up to him.
Hey there, little fellow. So Zook, he remembers his days of learning at the college. I almost said the College of Winterhold.
My mind filled in the College of Winterhold,
yeah.
and I was like,
That's exactly what I heard.
He remembers his days of learning at the College of Frozen Land, and he remembers being outcast for his studies, and because of the other wizards not wanting to associate themselves with him, he kind of goes freelance, and with his adept nature for illusion magic, he naturally becomes just a regular magician. He does parlor tricks for birthday parties, and all of that kind of comes rushing back into his mind. And then I think he drops the orb, and he's just kind of like, oh. That was lackluster.
Fair enough. All right, so did Cedric go ahead and try and go up? As you guys continue upwards, you don't encounter any more guards, and each floor you kind of stealthily continue upwards, wary that you might run into more guards, but you find each floor unoccupied. And finally, when you get to the top floor, you find that this floor is different than any others, and that there's a doorway blocking the stairs, and it's large and it's black, and it has a lock on it. And Cedric and Carnex and Tom and Job sneak up to the door warily, but Job does a perception check on it, and well, that door doesn't seem to be magically trapped in any way. I think I can use magic to open it, in fact. I'm going to wait for Zook to catch up with us first. We need to be at full strength before we go in.
Zook, he climbs back up the stairs. He goes to the place where his comrades are.
What did you find out about yourself, man? Or did you find anything interesting? Did you get your memories back?
I'm the most powerful illusion mage to ever walk the earth.
And as you say that, Job points at the door, and it slowly creaks open.